Hello, I am Tommy Lyle-Temple, and I'm here to tell you about what overfishing is and how it is harming our environment. To start off, right now 87% of the world's fish stocks are at the breaking point. They are either exploited or fully exploited. On top of this, 1 out of every 2 fish stocks in the US are either overfished or very close to being overfished. However, overfishing is not only harming the fish in our oceans, but also the sharks. Over 100 million sharks every year are being killed because they cannot find enough to eat. When this happens, they run out of energy and inevitably die. Now, sharks, of course, are not the only living things on this earth who require fish. We humans do too. Hundreds of millions of people around the world rely on fish. In fact, in many places, fish is the only reliable source of protein. Now you may be thinking, what exactly causes overfishing? It is in fact governments who do this. They are paying fishing fleets to deplete the oceans of fish for their own profit. They make $16 to $20 billion off of overfishing each year. You may also be thinking, what exactly is overfishing and when did it first start? Well, overfishing is simply the taking of wildlife from the ocean at too high a rate. The earliest overfishing occurred in the 1800s, when humans seeking blubber for oil lamps nearly brought the whale population to extinction. Now, over the years, it of course worsened. In the 20th century, international efforts wanted to increase the availability of protein-rich foods. These were fish. They made efforts to increase fishing capacity, and they did this through favorable policies and loans towards the fishing industries. A fantastic example of overfishing is Cannery Row. Cannery Row was part of the Monterey fishing industry, and it caught and packaged sardines. It was started by Frank Booth and was the first canning company in Monterey. He and his company improved their fishing and canning technology in preparation for World War I, where canned sardines would be in high demand. When the war started, the canneries spread rapidly, and the canneries were a great success. In just 3 years, from 1915 to 1918, it went from selling 75,000 cans to over 1,400,000. Even after the war, it continued to grow. They continued to fish and fish until, by the end of World War II, when the war ended, they sent out their fishing fleets, like they always did, except there were no more sardines. This brought complete and epic economic disaster to Cannery Row and a large portion of Monterey. Now, if we continue to overfish, we could deplete all fish in our ocean. But don't worry, there are some things we can do. We can set safe catch limits, which is where there is a limit set on every part of the ocean as to how much each fishing fleet can catch in their particular part of the ocean. This will be reassessed by scientists every year. We must also monitor all fishing fleets so we can see whether or not they are following the rules. And if they break the rule or law, they will be punished greatly. So as you can see by the facts I presented and by the example I gave, we must clearly put a stop to overfishing before our oceans are completely depleted. Thank you.